Have you ever watched someone who seems to attract money everywhere they go and asked yourself, what do they know that I don't? It's not magic. It's not favoritism. It's not luck. It's a different way of thinking. Today, I'm going to walk you through the exact mindset shift that changes everything and how to start it tonight.
Your money mindset is like the operating system inside your brain. If your operating system is old, full of bugs and outdated rules, nothing you run on it will perform well. Two people with the same salary can end up in radically different places because one has an upgraded system and the other does not. One thinks in terms of opportunities, assets, and leverage. The other thinks only in terms of bills, limits, and excuses. Which system are you running? Let me tell you about Daniel. Daniel made a decent salary, not a millionaire, but enough to live comfortably. Yet every month his account hit zero before payday. He thought the problem was not earning enough. We studied his statements together. The result was shocking. The coffee shop habit, the daily food delivery, the subscriptions nobody used, $450 a month leaking away. He was not poor because he earned little. He was poor because he spent without awareness. Awareness is the first software update for your financial OS. Now, ask yourself, what did you hear about money as a child? Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. These phrases are not harmless. They are programs that run on repeat and shape your choices. If you believe money is bad, you will sabotage opportunities unconsciously. If you believe wealth is corrupt, you will avoid building it, even when it's available. Here's a practical trick that works. Change your language. Instead of saying annoyed, I can't afford that, say thoughtful. How could I afford that? That small question reprograms your brain from victim to solver. It triggers planning, curiosity, and creativity, actions that lead to results. Try it now. Say the new question out loud. Feel the difference. Sarah had debt, stress, and a constant sense of scarcity. She started with small actions, tracking every expense, reading one chapter about investing a week, and swapping one subscription for a cheaper habit. Nothing dramatic at first, just tiny, consistent moves. 18 months later, she had an emergency fund and had cut her monthly waste by nearly 40%. Her income hadn't doubled. Her mind had. That's the compound effect of small mental changes. Here are 5 practical habits you can adopt this week to start the mindset shift. 1. Track every dollar for 7 days. No judgment, just data. 2. Replace one mindless purchase with a micro investment. Example, instead of $5 coffee daily, invest $5 into a low-cost index tracker. 3. Read one article or chapter about money each day. Simple, consistent learning. 4. Ask empowering questions whenever you feel stuck. How can I create this? Who can I ask for advice? 5. Surround yourself with one person or one channel that thinks bigger than you do. Choose upward influence. As your mindset shifts, your decisions must follow. Begin to label things clearly. Asset or liability. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. A brand new car often looks like status, but is usually a liability. A small online course that teaches you how to sell, that can be an asset. This simple habit, labeling purchases, will create a friction that slows impulsive spending and helps you buy freedom instead of appearances. Take a breath. Now, mentally list 3 purchases you made last month. For each one, ask, did this increase my freedom or did it reduce my options? If most of them reduced options, you're in a slow drain. If most increased options, you're on the right track. This exercise sounds small, but repeated daily, it rewires your decision-making. Fear is the engine behind comfort. Comfort is the prison. Most people pick comfort because it feels safe. But comfort costs you time, growth, and future freedom. Ask, what's the worst that can happen if I take this calculated risk? And what's the cost of never taking it? The second question usually lands harder. The price of inaction is bigger than the price of action in most cases. If you want structure, here's a 90-day sprint to reprogram your money mind. Days 1 to 30. Awareness. Track, list, liabilities, cancel one recurring waste. Read 10 pages a day about finances. Days 31 to 60. Small actions. Start an automatic transfer to a savings jar. Launch a tiny income experiment. Sell a digital checklist. Teach a short class. Days 61 to 90. Scale. Increase the transfer. Reinvest first profits into learning or assets. Review monthly results and iterate. A sprint gives focus. It turns vague someday into specific progress. You are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. If those people think small, your ideas will shrink. If they think big, your possibilities expand. Protect your energy. Seek mentors. Join one community that challenges you. That alone shifts your thinking faster than years of solo effort. You will fail. Expect it. Plan for it. Setbacks are not proof that you're wrong. They are feedback. Review, adjust, continue. The only real failure is giving up. Keep a log of mistakes and lessons. Over time, that log becomes your manual for smarter moves. At some point, your identity must upgrade. You must stop telling yourself, I'm not the type of person who invests, and start saying, I'm someone who learns to invest. Identity change precedes behavior change. Act like the person you want to become, even when it's uncomfortable. Habits will follow your identity. Mindset change is not a one-day event. It's a long season. Like planting a tree, you don't expect shade on the first day. You water, prune, and wait. Compound interest works on money and on mindset. Be patient. Be persistent. Keep stacking small wins. So, here's my challenge to you. Choose one habit from this video and practice it daily for 30 days. Make a public promise. You can comment below about your biggest challenge, send a message to a friend or leave yourself a note. Accountability and commitment accelerate change. If you want to take the next step, subscribe, turn on channel notifications, and receive the next videos in this series. Here you'll learn, and we'll encourage you to put into practice the actions for your education and financial freedom, and most importantly, how to avoid the pitfalls.
Shift your mind, change your actions, break your limits.